Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Wednesday to you. My name is Jackie VanderSar-Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in the Netherlands. Today is a hot one, and so I'm a hot mess. My hair is up, half my face is wiped off from sweating and whatnot. But that's okay. In the Netherlands, we've been waiting a long time for this warm weather, and this afternoon, I'll head to the beach. Anyway, stamping through my stash is something that I started because I find that if you right away ink up the stamps that you've ordered, you will be more likely to use them in the future. It also jumpstarts your creativity. And the other really important reason is that there's a 3-month guarantee on your stamps, ink, paper, and all that stuff. So it's important for you to see that your stamps are stamping properly. Now, I did just happen to catch the fine print. So if it's a rubber stamp, a cling stamp that you have to put your stickers on, apparently they are not covered if the stickers are on already. So stamp them first without the stickers and see how they do, and then you can always return them. Now, having said that, I have put my stickers on my stamps, and if there's a problem with them, I've had no trouble returning them. But that is in the fine print, so be careful. So today we are going to be using the Cutest cow stamp set. Now I have to say, I am not usually a big fan of cutesy stamp sets, but ever since I've had a few grandchildren, I have 5 now, I've changed my mind a little bit. And also, I grew up on a dairy farm, so I thought I need to, and I don't think cows are cute at all, but these ones sure are. And now that I'm not living on a farm anymore, I can appreciate the beauty of a cow in a pasture. But trust me, cows can be cantankerous. They can be mean. I have been kicked and or hit in the face with a tail. Now that they don't do on purpose, I don't think. But the kicking, all right. So I'm so glad I chose to do this. This stamp set does come with a punch, but it was a bundle in the last celebration. I mean, in the last mini catalog, so it's not bundled anymore. That's the way it works. When bundles are first released, there's 10% off. But once they're carried over, they separate them and you lose that discount. So what I did was I punched all the pieces out and I laid them on my Stamparatus to see what all the pieces were. And I quickly came to a bit of a dilemma. I thought, now what's this? It looks like a smiley face. And then what's this piece? I couldn't find anything in here. And then I thought, oh, okay, this piece cuts out the little nose so that you can make a nose of a different color, okay? And you can also do it without anything, but let me show you what that little smiley piece is for. Look at this. It is the horns. So I'm laying that on there. I'm laying that on here. Now, since the Stamparatus is no longer a product that's available, I'm going to so what you can do is, this is a little trick. So I've laid them on my Stamparatus. I'm not going to use the Stamparatus. I'm going to grab a block and I'm going to just do this. So now we have all 3 pieces. Now, I also want to show you one more little tip. I haven't tried this myself, so guess what? There's no stamps in here. I got to find out where my stamps went. It disappeared. Hold on. Okay, they were on my other table. There is another body that fits in there. So there's 2 bodies, I think. Yeah, it goes like this. But you know what? It doesn't fit. The second body does not fit in the punch. So see, I didn't know that, but it doesn't. So 1 body, not 2. Now let's see about the heads. I wasn't sure if there was only 1 head that fits or if there's more. Let's see. Oh yeah, this head does fit. And there's another head. Let's see. And that one does not. See, it doesn't. This one has horns. And so there's 2 faces, 2 different cow faces that you can use, but only 1 body. And the other one you can stamp and put a head on. There's a laying cow. So we'll do that. I'm going to stamp them all. So I'm just going to put that one out of the side. And I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. Usually I make a card at the end. But this time I'm going to share some projects from other people because I simply don't have time to make a card. I spent 2.5 weeks unexpectedly at my mom's in Canada because I thought she was going to die. She thought she was going to die. She has not died, which is wonderful. And we ended up having wonderful, beautiful time together. And I totally put my business on hold which means that now I'm way behind. So you know what? We're just going to tweak things a little bit, and I hope that you still enjoy everything that I'm going to do with you. So let's get this out of here. I'm just using a scrap piece of paper. I just want to see if it works. So now we're going to take our stamps. I'm going to see if, okay, and then always check your punch. See, and your punch is going to go like this. So we want to stamp like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's have a look, see. And then you can color your cow, but you see how it does all the things? It's got the head, the body, and the horns. So let's see if we can put them together. So here, and then the head goes there, see? And then the horns, they go in behind, see? And I think that's so clever. So there's a spot, let me just zoom in so you can see that. See, so you can put a little bit of liquid adhesive on the back here in between the horns and then lay the head right on there. So it's no fussy business. So that's great. So now let's stamp the rest of the image and see what we have, because we've got some really cute images in here. I'm really excited about this. Okay, I'm back. What I did was I put all the stamps on a big block. This is block, oh goodness, can I read it? Oh, I don't know. It's the great big background block. I'm trying to find the letter. Usually it says a letter on there, but I don't see it. Oh yeah, letter F. This is block F. But before I stamp them all, we still have two pieces. Here, that's the little face, and this little thing is the bangs from the cow. So that can go, let's see, like this on a plain cow. I'll show you later, but just remember that that's the bangs from the cow, and I think it might do something else as well. But we're just going to remember that. Oh yeah, and the tail. It can be the tail. And then this is the face. I'm going to zoom in again because there's a couple of stamps to here. So here we have the little face, and I know that that little dip goes on the top. And then take a peek. I don't really know. Oh, that's his eyes. It could also be his, oh, it's not his eyes. Those are, it just goes to show you. I thought it was a smiley face, but it's not. It just goes to show that sometimes when you get a stamp, you don't always know what it's for. I think this could be a smiley face, but this is his nose. See? Just goes to show I'm not an artist. Okay, look, I have another one. And there's another stamp here. And that even looks like eyes. And I don't know if that's the right way. Here we go. See? So yeah, I guess once you see it on the cow, it makes sense, but right now it doesn't make sense to me at all. Okay, I'm just telling you that. I'm being honest. All right, let's grab a piece of basic white. Here we go. And we're going to ink this all up, and then you'll see what's all included in here. Now this is the first inking, and sometimes when you've never inked up a photopolymer stamp, it does weird things, and I have a trick for that, but whenever I want to show the trick, then I never have a problem. That's Murphy's Law. Okay, so let's flip it. And oh, one of them is upside down. Two of them are upside down. See, it's hard to tell. Let's just slide it over. Oh, I can zoom out just a minute. There. So you can see I've gotten a few upside down. I'm just going to stand up and give it a good press. So there we go. And two of them are upside down. So I'm just going to take them off and put them on another block so you can see them right side up. There. And it's the little things you do make such a big difference. And you know, I just finished reading a book on World War II, and it was about two brothers. I think it's called The Brothers of Auschwitz. And it was such a fantastic book. And they were both teenagers when they went into Auschwitz. And the reason the one brother survived is because of a little German girl who gave him a little bit of food every day for just a couple of days. But without that food, he would have died. He was on the point of where he just couldn't, he was starving. And yeah, It's just amazing. Anyway, I didn't mean to bring a somber note into this, but here you can see the different faces on the cow, and you can see the different, well, we'll see. So I'm just going to show you. See, you could put a head on the sitting cow, see, and the head on the standing cow, like so. And then, so you could have two cows in the pasture, each facing, the other way. So that's fun. And then there's a milk can, some pretty flowers, a tiny little thing, maybe for the chickies to feed from. So a big chicken and a little chickie and the rooster. And I love the milk can because we had those milk cans at home. I remember them. What's moo with you? Milk it for all it's worth. Yeah. So let's take a look now at the cute little things that I have seen online. I'm going to share my screen, and my thing is a mess. I'm going to say that right off the bat. But let's go. So here I was watching Creativity Now. So what I do is I Google cutest cows at Stampin'Up, and then I get all the images. Now I really love this one from Kylie Bertucci, and here you can see the milk can. And here you can see the tips of the tail and the little bangs for the cow. And then here is that mouth that looks like a smiley face, but that's his nose. So that was really cool. And then where did I see? No, it was something different. I might have to, let's see. No, not there either. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back and find it. So I looked for Kylie. And that's not what I'm looking for. There was a really cute chocolate treat bag, and it was called Milk It for All It's Worth. So I'm just going to look for that for a minute so I can share it with you. Okay, seems like I'm having some technical issues. All right, it keeps going, so that's good. Let's see. 11:27. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Now, this is the third time I'm saying this, so if I don't sound so enthused, it's because every time I change to this screen, it seems that my site is stopping. So this is the online web shop in Europe, and it shows you all the stamps, and then it shows you some samples, which are really cute. And then this is the one that I was the most excited about because it's not a card. It's a package of chocolate milk, and I love the saying, "Holy cow, milk it for all it's worth." Adorable. Then there's a few more card samples, and that's it. But fantastic for showing people and giving you ideas. Okay, so let's look. Okay, it worked this time. Thank goodness. All right, we're going to switch, and I'm going to show you the catalog and see if they have different samples in there, because sometimes there's different samples online than in the catalog. So online is a really good resource. So in order to find cutest cows, you look in the index. And I looked, see here it says stamp sets. And then I go to see cutest cows, and it says page 76. So I went to page 76, and look at this. Because it's a carrying over stamp set, there are no samples. It just shows you that the stamp set is $33 and the punch is $33, okay? So that's why it's great to go and look online and to get inspiration. So that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed stamping through my stash, and that you were that you think that the cutest cows is adorable. So remember the trick to Google, write down the name of the stamp set plus Stampin' Up behind it, and you'll get all kinds of images of things that people have made. That's a trick that I often use to see if a set is worth buying, and it's also a trick that I use if there's hardly any samples of something and I realize, you know what, I need to blog about that because people need more inspiration on this set or this die or bundle or kit or whatever. Anyway, I hope you have a super day. Remember, the starter kit is always the best deal in the catalog. There is always a warm and welcome spot waiting for you on my team, whether it be in Europe or in Canada. You get your own discount when you get the starter kit. So, do with it what you may, and if you can't keep it up, then you just lose it, and you don't lose your stuff. So it's always a risk worth taking, and it's nice to get a little peek into the back, behind the scenes of Stampin' Up. I forget what else I wanted to tell you. Yes, if you're not ready to make that step, I would love to be your demonstrator. So I hope that our paths cross more often. Thank you for being here. Bye.